or Joan Thompson fans. Joan Thompson back here for another YouTube video. Uh, we're back. Steelers won. This video is gonna be. I'm mashing up both because it's a shorter week. I'm mashing up both the Rams reaction and then doing the preview for the Browns game because this is a much shorter week. I don't want to either do two videos and then I might forget, and then next you know, now I'm sitting here like, oh. So yeah, we're doing that here. So yeah. That being said, Rams game. A heart attack could be something, but hey, Minkah Fitzpatrick. If there wasn't any, if you could describe clutch in a person, I would call it Minkah Fitzpatrick. The boy is clutch. Obviously, there's probably other players you can put in clutch and different areas, but in terms of him, it's just sweet. I mean, of course, Joe Hayden with the deflection, but Minkah just securing, making sure it was picked and not giving the Rams another shot at it. Just was beautiful. That's how you win a game, obviously. Obviously, obviously refs missed some calls here and there. Game should have been closer than it was. But in the end, it started out, honestly, I don't expect these games to be the way they are. They're going to be shaky, obviously. I mean, that's just how life is, Everything's shaky. These games are completely shaky. They're very, they're not going to be perfect. We're not going to go and blow out a team. Maybe the Jets, I don't know. We can't blow out the Dolphins. I think we're not going to blow out the Jets, but the game was, we got the dub. That's all that matters. And honestly, that's good. That's what we wanted. I mean, it's not like the end of the world. Could have been worse, honestly. Let's be honest. It could have been terrible. We could have lost and been, over and done with them and completely, pooped. I don't know. It would have been bad. It would have never been really that good. So, but hey, we won. GG. Good job, team. I want to say, Marquise Pouncey, I guess in the snap, he started off poor, in terms of snapping, but in the end, he just, he came back to it. Boswell, just being great, so it's not like we had much really say anything about him. The wide receivers were dropping catches here and there, but then they were also getting catches, so it was like very questionable. In fact, I think in terms of score, I think the offense only really scored one touchdown. I think it was to James Washington. I think it was a bunch of field goals. It was a field goal, and then like a defensive touchdown. Now I think, or maybe it wasn't an offensive. I forgot how many offensive plays we had in terms of touchdowns, and indoor field goal kicks and whatnot. But it was good. We went in there. We did what we needed to do. We held Cooper Kupp. Honestly, I think we're the only team to really hold Cooper Kupp to 0 points. So honestly, we showed the blueprint to teams how to beat how to shut down Cooper Kupp. We completely shut him down. He had like 0 points. I guess in fantasy, I don't know. Maybe he didn't like blocking. I don't know how that works. But he had 0 receptions, 0 yards. They targeted him I think they targeted him like 3 or 4 times. Everett actually did the best. Brandon Cooks was, we held him down. Jalen Ramsey, I thought was expecting. I don't want to say he's washed up, but he's not playing like himself, and maybe it's partially due to something. Maybe he's just not really as good as he was back. Maybe he had beginner's luck or something like that early on in his career, and now he's just slowly maturing and not becoming the person we need him the person that the Rams are were hoping when they traded for him. I mean, I'm not gonna be one to say that that's let that happen. It is what it is. I guess. I mean, that's how that works. I'm excited. This is my birthday week. So happy birthday to me. The boys getting clutch. Now you know that the Rams game's over. Uh, Time to get the Browns. Time to start a nice game. Currently, maybe if anything, we go 5-1 in division. We take the one loss to the Baltimore Ravens, and then we beat them in Baltimore in week 17. It would be nice. I'd accept it. It would be a good way to, especially I'd love to do. I know this is not the Baltimore rant, but I would love for us come in Baltimore, same record somehow. I guess I don't know. They lose 2 more games somewhere in the mix, because it is possible. They lose 2 more games somewhere. We don't lose any games. We win out. We completely win all the way going to Baltimore. Same records. We both have 4 losses. Same records. Both fighting for the division. And honestly, I'd be great. I mean, Baltimore's already. They currently are already 3-1 in terms of division. They still have to play us and Cleveland. And if Cleveland, I mean, we're currently 3-1. At the end of this streak, this next 3 games will be either 4-1 or 3-2, and I think we'll be 3-1. I don't see us losing to Cleveland, even though Cleveland's a harder team, and I think the only loss we could take to Cleveland would be this game, because it is in Cleveland. I think it's going to be a close game, people say, because people are going to be like, oh, this and that. We have to understand this is a Cleveland team, even though they're completely overrated. There's still one we can't take for granted, because even though Baker Mayfield, we can't let them. Our front 7 is pretty much elite, and if we can stop sort of Todd Gurley, except for like one drive, and the Rams' run game, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt should be something we can easily take out. I think we can do it. It's not hard. Something light, something simple. Kareem Hunt, as well as I think he's a good addition for the Browns. He hasn't been. I think he slowly is learning to his team. I mean, the Browns, there's nothing new. Maybe they turn something around. I mean, they're 3-6. 3-6. I mean, we're 4-5. They're 3-6. A lot closer than we'd like. But hey, you know what? They're gonna want to fight to help keep us out of the playoffs. We're gonna want to fight because we want to end their dreams of making the playoffs. Even though that's like impossible, they would have to like win out completely, and that's just stupid. It's not happening. So far this is looking good. They're becoming 8-4, which would be nice. A nice 8-4 place. Looking maybe 8-4. Colts are sort of down there. I think we're actually currently the 6th seed in terms of if the playoffs were to begin. So that's kind of the spot where I would hope. I mean, because Baltimore is probably winning the division. Even if it is, they're probably gonna get 3, maybe 4 losses. Maybe even, I mean, unless we stun them and get 5. I mean, hey, that's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. They end up giving them a 5 and we take the division. Will that change anything? Well, if you look at who's in there, the race, both the Chiefs and the Texans are both 3 losses, right? That's why Baltimore is the 2nd seed, because they only have 2. Now, New England obviously is 1, but they'll probably take maybe another one later down the road. Possibly, I don't know. They probably won't do anything. They'll probably only take 2 losses of anything. They're going to be the 1st seed. That doesn't change anything. Baltimore, it's really between Baltimore, Kansas City, and the Texans, and really who gets that bye week. Because in the end, maybe the Chiefs already have. Maybe they have the 4 losses now. Shouldn't matter. I think it's gonna. In the end, that's just how life's gonna go. I can't really see anything else happening. I mean, we're fighting. If honestly, we're gonna take a wild card spot, and I'm fine taking a 5th or 6th seeded spot. All right, we're going to kick out the Colts. We're going to kick out the Bills. We'll take that spot, and I'm okay. I'm okay being the 6th seed, going in to a team, going on the road, beating a team on the road, and then if anything, losing to New England in the playoffs. I know saying that's hard to rough because it's New England, but showing that we can make the playoffs with this team, really, I guess, really stands strong to that. All right, we don't need Ben anymore to really play. Yes, I do think we still need Ben in order to help in terms of coaching, because but to go make the playoffs and maybe even win a game in the playoffs is just big enough to me. I'm okay going wild card, winning it, and then losing the division. As much as I want to go past the division, go to the conference championship, and win it, likely not really. Because you have to think we need. I mean, if Baltimore is there and we have to play Baltimore, because we probably won't unless we're the 5th seed. Actually, no. Even then, it's very different. I'm doing a video. What? Okay. Yeah. So it's just harsh. Both. Really, I mean, actually, no. If we take the 5th seed, it wouldn't matter, 5th or 4th, unless the 6th seed, 5th or 6th. I mean, 6th we don't have to play New England unless New England was the 2nd seed. We would end up having to play New England anyway, unless the 6th seed team won. And if that's Buffalo, they would probably. I mean, Buffalo. Because whoever's playing 6th seed is playing 3rd, and right now I think that's Kansas City. In terms of that. Actually, no. Maybe it's not. Actually, no. I think right now, that's Houston. So Steelers can possibly win that, but we'd play New England. Even if we were the 5th, that means that the Bills would have to play Houston. I think whoever played in Houston's going to win. Houston's just, I don't think they're playoff ready. I don't really think, playoff ready. And I just don't really trust the Chiefs too much in the playoffs. I know they have Pat Mahomes, but there's just something about the Chiefs. Andy Reid just in the playoffs isn't really a good mix. Otherwise he would have won a Super Bowl. Yes, he took one team to the Super Bowl. Whoop-de-doo for him. He would have won the Super Bowl now. I know he was versus New England, but still, he would have taken the Chiefs to at least the Super Bowl. So, that being said, I don't see anything happening. Baltimore is there. They did their stuff, but Cleveland's just, honestly, it's another game, another thing. I personally think we're going to win this game. It's going to be a lot closer. I don't think it's going to... Honestly, I think we win this 28-21 by touchdown. It's going to be closer than people think, but our defense can do something. And, I mean, Baker's already thrown the most picks in the league, so what's stopping him from throwing anything, throwing more is, beyond me. So, that being said, that's it. That's really it. I mean, Baker's overrated. The Browns are overrated. OBJ's overrated. Nick Chubb's actually, Nick Chubb is probably the best player on their team. Now, obviously, this is tough because as a Steelers player, I want to get other players. Even though I'm a Steelers fan, I want to get other. There's great players out there in the game. There's great players from Michael Vick to Von Miller to Barry Sanders, and obviously I want to get their jerseys. But Nick Chubb, I mean, yeah, he's a rookie, so I don't know if I take him yet. I think I give him another year, and if he's a stud next year, I consider getting his jersey. But for right now, he's just I don't trust him because he's on the Browns, and even though he's carrying that team by himself, and they're the only reason why they're still relevant in terms of here. Yeah, that's about it. That being said, Steelers win 28-21. That's my prediction. Like, favorite, subscribe. Don't forget to comment down below. It's John Thompson.